Hello, my beauties. It is an exciting day as the Harrods Beauty Advent calendars have all dropped for pre-order. So these include 3 different calendars. There's the big one, of course, that we're going to be talking about mostly today, but there is also a hair and body one and a fragrance one. So let me know if you want a separate one on those other 2. We're going to cover the big one today. So kick back, it might get a little bit long. We're going to run through all of the products in this, talk all the details, and we are especially going to discuss this from the US side. I am US based, and so I want to talk about, is this accessible for Americans and how it's all going to work for us. So if that interests you, stick around and we're going to dive right on into it. And welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Cher, and I cover a lot of different beauty boxes, lots of beauty curations and reviews and whatnot. It is beauty advent calendar season, and we're going to be covering a lot of the advent calendars, both spoilers and some that I'm going to unbox for you. I have an entire video out there that I did share recently that kind of covers just overall all of the calendars I had known to date. All of them were, of course, out of the UK. The UK does everything first and better when it comes to the calendars and a lot of the beauty boxes. That video was sort of an introduction to kick us off into beauty advent calendar season, and I talked a lot about our tariffs here in the US and how all the duties and stuff were going to work. Tried to break it down by each box that I knew at the time. So we're kind of continuing that with each box that we cover. I do have a whole playlist that I've just started that's just called Beauty Advent Calendars 2025, something like that, as we're running through all of them. So if that is your jam, you want to stick around here and pop the subscribe so you don't miss it all. And let's dig into the Harrods one. All right, so this overall bigger one, it's priced at 250 pounds. I'm going to be talking in terms of US though this time, okay? And just because I like to give you guys more of the US perspective, you're probably going to see most all spoilers videos that cover Harrods from the UK side. You're going to see everything in pounds. You're going to hear it all in British accents, which I love, by the way. I'm obsessed with the UK. And I did allude to a possible trip to London to get some of these. I don't know. We'll see. It just depends on what we can access ahead of time here. Yeah, I'm obsessed. But anyway, I am going to give it to you in an American accent with kind of the American point of view. I do know I have a good bit of an audience though in the UK as well as in Canada. So I don't mean to leave you guys out, but my predominant audience is the US. And I feel like there's probably not a lot of people really truly talking about the US perspective and how the duties and things like that work. Okay, so in terms of US dollars though, I did go to start to pre-order this. I put it in my cart, which you can only order right now as of the time of my filming on their app. So you've got to download the Harrods app for this. I'm sure after this we'll be able to get it through the website, but at the moment for the pre-order that just dropped freshly, it's through the app. When I put it into my cart, it comes to a total of $325. And then what they do is they're charging us a $30 delivery fee for the United States. So my total in my cart was $355. Now keep in mind that this number can change depending on the time that you go in there and order, because exchange rates change. Like the pounds, the base pounds should stay the same. So it should be the same price in the UK. But for us US folks, if the exchange rates vary, then what that's going to translate to in US dollars can vary, okay? But at the moment, it's about $355 with delivery and the total price of the calendar. Here is the kicker though, duties. Okay, so I'm trying to find out at this very moment, and I am hoping that by the time I finish filming that Harrods will answer me and really fully clarify everything. I'm talking with them on WhatsApp right now and chatting about how the duties are going to work for us in the US. So on their website, they talk about what's called a DAP. This is duties, I don't remember what it stands for, but what it basically means with the DAP is some countries are going to not have their duties and local taxes and all of that, their customs, all built into the total price. And you're going to have to figure out separately what that is. And then you have to pay the carrier directly those duty fees or those extra fees on top of our $355 to get it released to us here in the US once it's going through customs. Okay. I don't know for certain though if the US is one of those countries because they don't list it on their website. So that's what I'm trying to clarify right now on the WhatsApp with Harrods. Okay, guys, I have confirmed. I have heard back from them, and they did indeed say there may be extra tariffs added on top of this fee. So it could be it would be $355 for us and an additional amount of tariffs probably. And I don't know what those would be. As we discussed in my earlier video, in general, it has been like a 10% baseline fee between the UK and the US, but it's kind of confusing on like 10% of what, on if that's just the base price or if that includes things like freight and insurance and all the customs fees. You know, that's where the confusion and discrepancy lies. So I don't think I can give you a for sure extra price on what that would be. We did discuss on like the P. Louise calendar, for example, it was an extra $100 something, like $120 worth of custom fees on top of the base prices and delivery that we paid. So it could be hefty. So I want to give you that warning. Unfortunately, that's going to be the case on this one. If you're shopping anything in the UK right now, calendar-wise or other countries, definitely check out that sometimes on these, that total order you see does not always include duties, okay? It does not. There might be an extra fee on top of that that might surprise you later on. So that's what I'm trying to keep you guys from happening to you. All right, so overall in our box, it looks like this one is going to have 32 beauty products. And of those, it looks like 14 that I'm counting. I tried to go through and count all the ones I saw that are full size are going to be full size products. So that's not quite half, almost half are going to be full size. But we're talking about all luxurious, high-end, really good brands here. So there's still a lot of value. But let's start going through all of the products one by one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through what the full sizes are first, and then we'll cover the more deluxe type sizes after that. So full size product, we are kicking off first with Laura Mercier, the Black Caviar Mascara. 8.5 grams. So keep in mind the UK does everything in like grams and milliliters. Us in the US though, we tend to do more ounces. Before I was kind of translating what ounces were. A big part of it was because I was confused about sizing. I did hear from one of you guys in the UK that you kind of clarified for me why there's a little bit of discrepancy in the sizes. So there were some things that the UK had, like in the Liberty London calendar, that would consider one thing full size, but then in a smaller size or a bigger size than that, it would consider it a deluxe size in another product. And I was like, this just doesn't make sense. And there were things that just didn't seem like they should be a full size. So apparently it's just over there, it's more, it might be considered a full size in one thing, depending on the other ones compared to it. If there's not another one available for retail at that particular vendor or in this box. Anyway, there is some, like the way they do it, there is kind of a rhyme and reason to it. So I wanted to clarify that. So I probably won't get as much into like how there's sometimes weird differences in the sizing. We can just pretty much know that most of these products are considered like a full size product, even if there is a size that's larger and it might not seem as big as what it could be. Okay, so this one is going to be worth a retail value of about 25 pounds, which I will convert for you into US dollars. At the moment, that's running about $33 or so US. This particular one, it is made with plant leaf and stem extracts, healthier lashes, also olive oil nourishes them. It is going to be especially for volumizing and lengthening, and it looks like this shade will be in the shade black. All right, next we have the Medic 8 Crystal Retinol 6-Night Serum. Okay, this may be the one that caused me problems. I've told you guys and alluded to my retinoid mishap, but this one's with an AL. Might not be the same one. Let's see. But Medic 8 is definitely really good. No, I think this is the one. Different strengths in it though, I think. So this is the 6-Night Serum, 30 milliliters, and of course, retinol. So it is very much designed for fine lines and wrinkles, formulated with a stabilized retinol. So retinol, NOL, even though I feel like the name of it had an AL, it might have been a typo. Looks like it's OL. So yes, I think this is the one I used. It is a powerful derivative of vitamin A, Hydrating serum. It boosts collagen, reduces blemish-causing bacteria, gives you a better, clear skin, balanced and radiant. Now, I'm just giving you a warning. This one broke my skin all out. I had a terrible experience with it. So if you're going to use it and you have sensitive skin, go very, very, very slow. Can be very powerful and an excellent product, but don't use it every day. Definitely build it up quite a bit. Pack it in between a lot of moisturizer. Go easy. Just letting you know. Warning. This one is worth 69 pounds, which is about 92 US dollars. Next, we have Augustinus Bader face oil. So it's got its signature TFC8 complex of amino acids and vitamins. Really going to be targeting a youthful radiance. It's a nourishing oil. It includes argan, hazelnut, babassu, Carinja oils. I know I'm bad at pronunciation, sorry guys. Really defends against, environmental aggressors, restores the moisture, prevents premature signs of aging and whatnot. It should be suitable for all skin types, and it's going to run you 76 retail pounds, which is going to be equivalent to about 101 US dollars. Definitely good value product there. Okay, next we have the Rhode Isle Frosted Pink Blush Drops. I just finally actually ordered this in my Ipsy shop. It was there for a great deal, but I got the shade Apricot Sorbet. However, the Allure Beauty Box here in the US is going to be featuring this product as well as our customization product for September, and Frosted is one of the shades we can pick. So I might be picking that one up too. But here is, of course, what it looks like in person. I have not tried it yet as of the time of this filming. I was planning to as soon as I can. For my Allure subscribers, of course, I will kind of do a little drop here and show you what the apricot looks like. I have heard that these are kind of sheer, but actually kind of beautiful in my opinion. So I haven't had the chance to even try it out. Sorry about the scratch on my hand. That's my cat. But yeah, I'm going to be planning to bring you guys a short trying this on. So I don't have Frosted, but I can give you a feel for the product in person right here on another shade. I love Rhode Isle Beauty, so I'm happy to see this. This is going to retail you 39 pounds, which is about 52 US dollars. And this is in the 15 ml size, so the same size you'll be getting in this box to give you a feel for the size on it. All right, the next thing we have is going to be a beauty blender. This is the Beautifect blender. Would be getting one. I can see on like a US version of this, it is worth $16 retail value. It looks kind of cute. It looks like it has more of a flat end and then the curve end. I like it when they do that too. So you have options of either side. All right, the next one is the La Mer Creme de la Mer Moisturizing Cream. Oh, I love this stuff so much. I don't have any on hand to show you. I've used it, but absolutely love it. It is very good. I have a whole video with a review on this and if I think it's worth the price, and I kind of do. I kind of fell in love with it, unfortunately, because of the price tag. But anyway, amazing stuff. This is the one that really touts their miracle broth. It is worth so much, and just like even a half ounce or like a 1 ounce is crazy. I mean, I can't remember what the value was on it. I want to think for their full size, it was like in the $1,000 range, how high end this is. It's pretty crazy, but such good stuff. Now this is saying you're going to get 15 milliliters and that retails for $85. I'm sorry, 85 pounds, which is 113 American dollars. 15 milliliters is only like half of an ounce. So yeah, I think that sounds about right. Yeah, so very high end. All right, next we're gonna get Bobbi Brown Longwear Cream Shadow Stick. I still have yet to do this one, but I hear it's one of the best as far as shadow sticks go, that and the Laura Mercier, which I have done. And so this one, I think, what shade are we getting? Okay, we're gonna get the shade Taupe, and it is a cream-based stick with like shimmering pigments in it. Retails you about $29.50 pounds, which is about 39 US dollars. We then have 111 Skin, a cryo depuffing facial mask, and we'd be getting just one. Now they have, the way they sell it though typically is usually a 5-pack, it looks like, in a 30 milliliter size, and that runs you a retail of 95 pounds, which is about 126 US dollars. But I think they're saying we're only getting one, so divide that by 5. Well, like 20 something, maybe $20-$30 retail for like one. And this really helps, you know, with depuffing. It's cryon, so kind of like cooling, I believe. The science behind cryotherapy and whatnot helps really minimize puffiness, like in the morning. Has a blend of caffeine that increases circulation, tetrapeptide that tightens skin, inhibits collagen breakdown, all of that. So looks like a good one. All right, and then we're gonna have several MZ Skin products, which I really like the MZ Skin, as I pointed out in the Liberty one. We first have the Hydra Bright Gold Eye Mask. So we're getting a good bit of masks in here, I feel like. These are under eye little masks, 80 pounds, which retails you 106 US dollars, thereabouts. Helps with renewing under eyes, the skin under there, reduce imperfection and wrinkles, all of that is what it is targeting. It has anti-aging active ingredients to help brighten dark circles, improve puffiness, and the appearance of fine lines. We will also have the MZ Vitamin Infused Meso Mask, a 1-piece. Vitamin Infused Sheet Mask, antioxidant rich, tackles age spots, sunspots, blemishes, and dullness. Oh, I would love this. Delivers instant and long-lasting hydration and reduces visible inflammation. Now, again, this is one where it typically sells as a box of 5 for 100 pounds, which is $133. But I think we're only getting one in this, so divide that by 5. Again, 20-30-ish dollars maybe. Then we got another MZ Skin product, the Soothe and Smooth Collagen Activating Eye Complex. Retails 110 pounds, which is 146 US dollars. And this one targets the delicate eye area, moisturizes, decreases the signs of aging, and smooths uneven texture. Next, we have a brand I actually don't know that well. I don't know if this is UK based or what. Champo, the Pita Lash Serum. This helps grow the lashes, makes them longer and thicker in less than 4 weeks, they claim. It is vegan and fragrance free. Yeah, it is made in the UK, so I think it's a UK brand, formulated with pentapeptide complex, I cannot pronounce this word. I'm going to put it on the screen. Plant stem cells, B vitamins, and amino acids. Helps stimulate follicles, thickens the lashes from the root, helps with lash volume, length, and resilience. So this retails you about 38 pounds, 4 milliliters, about 50 US dollars. Then we also have another shampoo. This one's the Pita Brow Serum now. So both serums, 32 pounds, which runs you about $42. And this one helps reduce hair loss, stimulates the growth, and encourages healthy hair follicles in the brows. It has biomimetic amino acids, biocanon A rich red clover extract, hyaluronic acid, polyphenol complex, to enhance microcirculation. So from the root of the hair and all of that. Also Haritaki fruit extract as well. And again, that word, Ayurvedic medicine, helps reduce oxidative stress from pollution and shows the aging process within the follicle. Okay, and then our last full-size one is going to be a MAC lipstick. I do know this one well. The Maximal Silky Matte Lipstick in the shade Ruby Woo, which is your classic red lipstick. Going to be great for the holidays. This is definitely a typical like classic shade we use in bridal makeup a lot, professional makeup and all. So retails 25 pounds, they say, which is about 33 US dollars. All right, so those were all the full sizes. Now we'll run through your smaller size ones. These are all what is considered travel sizes. Looks like 18 products that are going to be more travel size. Now those, we got La Prairie Foam Cleanser. This will be a 50 milliliter. That's going to be about 1.6 ounces. Sometimes that's considered a full size, sometimes not. So it's still probably a decent amount, I think. In the full size, which is more of a 125 milliliter, that runs you 85 pounds, which is 113 US dollars. So I don't know what the travel size version is, but this is a water activated mousse. It cleanses and hydrates the skin, dissolves makeup and whatnot. Natural plant extracts are in it. Should be good for like all skin types, supposedly too. We also have the Rhode Bronze Glow Lighter, which I have one similar. It's more a highlighter, glass highlighter, and I don't have this one, but it's more as a bronzer. Gonna contour your face, bring some warmth, but in a liquid form. It's a cream bronzer, so it's gonna have a silky, lightweight formula, nourishes the skin, all of that. It also has pearlescent type pigments in it. So this is gonna be 2 grams, which is really, really, really tiny, by the way, like less than half an ounce. I mean, like we're talking 0.07 ounce, very tiny. Next is Evidence de Beauty, the Special Mask, 30 milliliters. I'm sorry if I say it wrong. It could be a UK thing. It has triple collagen QAI fortified mask for tightening and reviving sensation in the lifeless skin. Textured mask. It lifts, tones, and plumps the skin. Provides a healthy looking skin. It has triple collagen, QAI, and lifting and purifying agents. Should be good for all skin types. Now it retails for 200 pounds in a 50 milliliter, $266. So I guess in its like fuller size. And it looks like we're getting 30 milliliters. I feel like that's almost like an ounce, which isn't bad still, I think, but still considered a mini. All right, the Davines OI all-in-one milk. So this is a hair product, protects your hair from the heat. So it's a leave-in treatment that's going to soften and detangle, and it's infused with natural botanicals from the Italian Bee Corps Scientific Garden. I think it's going to be a heat protectant, especially. So if you're blow drying, straightening, or curling your hair, the formula is going to leave the hair feeling nourished. Looks like we'd be getting 50 milliliters. Their full size is like 135 milliliters. It's out of stock, so I can't tell you the retail on it, honestly. All right, Shiseido FSLX Total Regenerating Cream, 15 milliliters. Now, in a 50, this one runs you 380 pounds, which runs you 500 US dollars, or 504. Wow, 505, something like that. Wow. But that's, of course, a big full size. We'd be getting a deluxe. So this has I know I'm going to pronounce this wrong too, In My Herb in its skincare, revitalizing technology that continues to elevate skin beauty. This basically improves resilience, loss, visible pores, wrinkles, and dullness. It's a high concentration of longevity complex. It's a cream, and it has a total approach to nighttime self-regeneration and defenses. Now it has Burnet extract that repairs daytime damage during the night, and then upgraded exclusive regenerating technology strengthens the skin structure. So it's basically a night cream, like a night moisturizer, really working on the skin. All right, we also have the Sisley Floral Toning Lotion, which we also saw in the Liberty London box. So we have a little crossover there, 100 milliliters. Now in the Liberty London, I think we were getting a fuller size, maybe. Now in this full size, it's 92 pounds, which is 122 US dollars. It's for dry and sensitive skin. It's a toning lotion that firms, smooths, and deeply moisturizes the skin. In its fullest size, it's 250 milliliters. So you can kind of think like maybe half that, worth $40 or $50 maybe in the deluxe size. So still high ticket value there. We have the Hourglass Veil Setting Powder, one of my absolute favorites. You cannot beat them, Hourglass, on setting powders. But it's in a mini, which I think I have the mini size of too. And I take that back. I have the pressed powder. I don't know. It doesn't say how many milliliters this is, but I have a feeling it'll be another little mini, kind of similar to this size. You know, in the fuller size, it's going to retail you 50 pounds, which is about $66, but it'd be like the little mini one, maybe half that. All right, then we have the U Beauty Resurfacing Compound. This will be a 15 milliliter. Now in a full size 50 milliliter, you're looking at a retail value of 221 pounds, which is 293 US dollars. Okay, I love You Beauty. Now I've only done like their lip compounds and I am absolutely in love. It is probably my favorite lip formula I have ever tried. Incredible. Yes, it is high price, but so worth it. So I would love to try this too. Even getting a mini version of this, I'm happy about. So this one is going to be more skincare. It brightens, tightens, and resurfaces tired skin in just 3 to 6 days. Replaces the need for multiple products thanks to its innovative high-performance formula. So it diminishes pores, reduces the appearance of dark spots, fine lines, and wrinkles. Next, we have Christoph Robin Cleansing Scrub, a 40 milliliter size. This is a scalp, I think it's more of like a scalp scrub, probably. It's a cleansing, purifying scrub. So it has sea salt crystals that exfoliate the scalp. Yeah, skin-like natural carbonate complex rebalances the scalp's natural defenses by reducing the effects of dehydration. So in a full size, you're looking at 250 milliliters. Again, it's out of stock, so I don't know what the retail value is. We also have another Christoph Robin product, which is the Regenerating Mask with Prickly Pear Oil. Retails you 54 pounds in a 250 milliliter, which is about $72 in US dollars. It has prickly pear oil, helps repair and regenerate your locks. Plant-sourced active ingredient, omega-6 and 9. So it's going to help rejuvenate dry and damaged hair and split ends and whatnot. We then have the Clé de Peau UV Protective Cream in an 8 milliliter. The full size of it will run you, in a 50 milliliter, is going to run you 98 pounds. It's about 130 US dollars. This is going to protect your skin from the damaging effects of the sun. A protective cream with an SPF 50 in it. So sunscreen meets skincare formula. We do have a fragrance in here, the Etat Libre d'Orange. So retails 225 pounds in its fuller size or fullest size, which is about $300, like US dollars. Now, let's see if the notes on this one are working better than the ones in the Liberty London, which were all very woody. All right, this one is inspired by the true city in the world, Uruk, of ancient Mesopotamia, and its legend ruler, Gilgamesh. It's going to have cedar forest in the bottom of the ocean depict the flower of immortality with every spritz. This epic is told through the warmth of cypress, toasted tonka, and saffron, representing the yellow pistil flower of immortality. The top notes are strawberry, abelia, tangerine. Middle are accord, saffron, iris, and pomerose. And base notes are cypriol, cedarwood, and tonka. Okay, it could work. It could be okay. Maybe. This is going to be in a 10 milliliter. So that's about 0.3 ounces. Definitely kind of travel size, but not too bad. Okay, we have Skin Cycles, a lip balm, 0.5 milliliters. I saw Skin Cycles in that other one too. This is 55 pounds in their full size, which is about $73. It's got peptides, amino acids that hydrate and enhance lip volume. It's powered by the brand's TGHA delivery technology. Repairs and nourishes the delicate skins in the lips. It has a cooling menthol touch to it, so refreshing and invigorating, a minty freshness. Then have a couple of Lancaster products. We have the Lean, if I'm saying that right, Princiere cream in a 15 milliliter. This is an anti-wrinkle day cream in the full size. It's going to be 193 pounds, which is 256 US dollars. Restores vitality, hydrates, firms, and rejuvenates for a youthful glow. Luxurious gel cream texture. Visibly lifted, plump, and radiant. Lots of the skin's elasticity is boosted, smooths fine lines and wrinkles, hydrates deeply, restores overall skin vitality for a youthful, glowing complexion. And similarly, we have the Lancaster Lean Princiere Serum. I can't pronounce it, sorry. 231 pounds for the full size, runs you $306 US, which is 100 milliliters, or no, I'm sorry, 30 milliliters. Looks like we'd be getting 7.5 milliliters. Looks like similar benefits that it boosts as the moisture cream, but this is more in a serum, velvety fluid texture, so it melts seamlessly into the skin. Then we have the Valmont L'Elixir de Glacier Votre Visage. I never get French right. That sounds very French, so I'm sure I butchered it. Ooh, this is very pricey. 678 pounds for a full size, guys. Wow. Which runs you $900 US. Holy moly. You achieve smoother, firmer, and more toned skin with this. It has the purest waters drawn from the foot of an ancient Swiss glacier. High performance anti-aging treatment. It's a luxurious creamy texture, imparts youthful radiance and hydration to the skin. You can put it on the face and neck. Now in that full size, it was 50 milliliters. We'd be getting 15 milliliters. We then have the Mancho Morena Bond Jamie leave-in conditioner in 100 milliliters, which their full size is 200 milliliters, and that retails you 42 pounds, which is about $56 US. So take about half that for the size we'd be getting. It's a leave-in conditioner powered by thermal protection, so also some heat protection. It's got a spray applicator. It has essential amino acids, works to seal the structure of each strand for a silky finish that protects against heat as well. And our very last product is the Tatcha Indigo Overnight Repair. I have done this one. I don't have any more because I emptied it. I love it so much. I love Tatcha. This will be the 50 milliliters, which I think I've done before. It's a little tiny baby, but amazing to have even in a deluxe. The fuller size is going to be 86 pounds is what it retails for, which is 114 US, but we'd be getting that little tiny size. I adore this stuff. It's of course, you know, from Japanese Beauty, one of my favorite brands, and it's an overnight repair cream. So it's enriched with a Japanese indigo extract, which is a gentle plant ingredient that is calming, and it soothes and hydrates the skin barrier basically while you sleep. So that is everything in the Harrods big calendar. So mostly lots of skincare, some hair, one fragrance in a mini, a little makeup too, mostly skincare, I think, right? The makeup that we did have tended to be like, you know, mascara, brow and lash serums, a lipstick, eyeshadow stick. That was pretty much it, right? Most of it is kind of like is skincare. Oh, we also got the blush drops, but most of the rest of it's skincare, a beauty blender tool, one fragrance, and some hair. I really like this one better than the Liberty London, I have to admit, because Liberty London had a lot of fragrance and it was all woody notes that I don't think I'd like. This one's a lot more mix of things I love and some amazing high-end, incredible skincare products. That's what I would love in this. So the problem is going to be the extra fees and duties here in the US that we just don't know at this point what the extra amount will be. But I have gotten that confirmation that there could be extra tariffs on top of that $355. You have been warned, so it's our responsibility to kind of look up what that might be. And that is the question and the problem for those of us customers in the US. I wanted to give you that warning before you purchase this. All right, but that's it. If I can figure out the tariffs, I think it's worth it, but it just depends on how much those extra fees are going to be on top of everything. So I'll keep you posted on if I go in person. We'll see, because this is a good one, I think. I think this is nice. I love it. Let me know also if you want me to bring a part 2 that has the fragrance and the hair and body spoilers as well. I'll try to see if I can figure out what extra duties might be on those too. if any, because they may be, you know, lower prices. I'm just going to have to work through all of that. And again, make sure you stay tuned here for all the spoilers, all the unboxings, all the coverage on Beauty Advent season, and all the other beauty boxes and curations and reviews that we do here. You don't want to miss it all. Pop the subscribe, and I will catch you guys all on the next one. Bye.